What's up, guys? Sean back with you guys, and today we're going to discuss your worst date ever. So, if you guys are doing the whole online dating thing, which I'm sure a lot of you are, especially if you're single, it's hard not to do it these days if you're single, you've probably come across a bunch of weirdos. I know that my friends have, I know I have, and there's some great stories that come out of it. And so I'm curious to hear your stories, particularly today. So go ahead and leave a comment down below featuring your worst dating story. Be very detailed, and I will go ahead and read that comment out. If I get any comments at all, I will read them out in my next video, or maybe not my next video, but one of the videos within a week. I will make one and go ahead and read all of the responses. Now, what would be my worst date that I've had so far? I would say there's two. The first of which was a girl who was 35 years old. Now, at the time, I was 27, so she was older than me. However, on the app, she kind of looked like she was younger than 35. She kind of looked like she was like 30, maybe 28 or something. So when we arrived to the location that we were meeting up at, when we get to the bar, right away I'm thinking in my head, this girl looks like she's 45. As we sit down to, have some drinks, she decides she also wants food, which wasn't part of what we were supposed to really be doing there. Then she makes a joke saying her refrigerator is broke and she, goes on these dates to get free food. Now, having said this, I'm not attracted to her. I don't think that there's going to be another date because I'm not into her at all, and her personality isn't pulling me in any way, shape, or form. She looks 45. The app says 35. She constantly is telling me throughout the date how people say she looks 25. However, after all is said and done, after having a date for about an hour and a half of her just talking about herself, not asking me one thing about myself, and just being very uninterested in the date, not attracted to her, just ready to get the hell out of there, I ended up finding a time where I could sort of slip out, and I ended up paying the bill. That's a whole nother topic I'd like to get into, is who's supposed to pay and why. Why did I pay for that bill? I had no interest of seeing this girl again. I knew there was not going to be a second date, yet I paid for the bill. Why? Maybe because I'm an idiot. I don't know. Do you think I should have paid? Let me know down below in the comments. My second worst date, and I don't even know if I really consider this a bad date, I found it hilarious. This girl was a resident. She was going to be a doctor, and she was very, very full of herself and very stuck up. And she spent the 3 hours that we were on this date ripping me, ripping into my job, ripping into my acting or my videos or, everything, just ripping into me, just saying I was basically a loser who wasn't motivated and blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was hilarious. I mean, I was literally sitting there laughing. And I don't know if her goal was to try to get me angry, but if it was, she failed horribly. I was laughing my ass off. I mean, who does that? Who goes on a first date to just rip into somebody? And she was not like this at all in the week and a half we had been texting prior. She was very friendly, very nice, all this stuff. It was like something happened that she got there and just decided she was going to put me on a Comedy Central roast. And I thought it was great. So I don't know that I quite consider that a horrible date. I mean, in a way it was, because there was no attraction there. It wasn't like it was going to go anywhere, but I found it hilarious. I mean, and it was only a Starbucks coffee that it cost me to get roasted, so that's not too bad, right? So anyways, those would probably be my two worst dating experiences. And while we're on dating and the whole idea of dating online, what really drives me nuts about dating online? The fact that, you have to wait 3 hours or 4 hours to respond. You ever notice that? When you first match with people and in the first week or two, you've got to, pretend like you're not busy. I get these messages and, I see that this is what people do because I've been doing it long enough and I see that everybody else is doing it. And I'm not going to be the guy that answers you 2 minutes after you've sent me something 5 hours late from my previous response. So I get this message and I'm like, oh, I can answer right now. I'm looking at it. But then I got to put it away and remember, 2 hours, I got to respond to Michelle from Tinder. It doesn't make any sense. But anyways, that's a whole nother video. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Thanks for watching. I shouldn't say this week's. I should say today's, since I'm doing a video a day. Why did I agree to do a 365-day challenge, a video a day? I don't know. I'm nuts. But anyways, look forward to hearing your stories. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff if you want to support the channel. Thanks for stopping by. See you guys tomorrow.